All right, it's your trainer for life, Joey Atlas, back with another whiteboard walkthrough. Now today's whiteboard walkthrough is pretty special because it's actually a Wednesday whiteboard walkthrough. It's April 19th, 2017. Joey Jr. turns 21 today. And I have a little note down here in case you haven't been around here a while. I'm 47. And when people see us on the beach together, they're really surprised that I'm his dad. They think we're more like friends because they look at the physiques, especially from afar. They can't see the white hairs and the goatee. And it feels good to surprise people that way. But I don't say that to brag. I say that to inspire you to try to strive for the same. I've got some good glare coming in here, so I don't know if that's reflecting on you from the glasses, but bear with me here. So it's a special day. Joey Jr. turning 21. It's a big milestone, and it drives home the point of me wanting to be a young dad 20-something years ago, and he's helped make that dream come true. He was the first one in the line of three. So what we'll do here is I'm going to circle back to this 47-year-old, years young thing and touch on that for a second with something else. Here's today's rundown. I'm going to give you yesterday's as well because we missed that. And then I'm going to give you an example of how you might be able to take this and create your own, whether you're not doing anything at all or whether you're trying to do something here and there and you're just not quite getting it right. So, 5:10ish, 5:15, I was out the door, a.m. I did my run, jog, walk. That's about a 3.2 mile round trip. If you've seen some of the videos before this one, the whiteboard walkthroughs, and here I get Dara off to school. I settle in for several hours of solid work. Have my morning coffee shake, which I'm going to share soon on the blog. Full recipe and all, maybe even a video. And then 1 o'clock rolls around. I need to get up and move, so I head out for a bike ride. And that's maybe a 35, 40-minute ride. For you, you've got to take a look at your lunch hour and ask yourself, if it's only eating when you've been eating maybe throughout the morning and grazing, is lunch really serving you well to put more calories in your body? Can you find a way to do less eating and more movement? We'll talk about that again some other time. I mentioned it on the previous video, so you'll want to take a look at that. 5 p.m., so after that bike ride, I actually picked up Dara at school, met her for early release. We rode bikes home together on the tail end of my bike ride. Back home, I did a few more hours of work. And so that was a mixture of materials for the studio. We're starting a Sculpted by Summer program at the Sculpted Fit studio in St. John's in Mandarin, Florida. So there's a lot of prep work we had to do for that. That's launching tomorrow. It launched last night, technically. Did a bunch of other work. 5 p.m., it was time for a training session in the Atlas home gym here. It was a combination of using the Sculptabod, some bands, and some dumbbells to do shoulders. So shoulders was the focus today. That was maybe a 22-minute training session there. So, not 90 minutes in the gym. That's one of my important points right there. Your fitness can take much shorter time blocks than you actually think. If you're just here for the first time, just coming around, finding out about me, I've got 14 training sessions for free right here that create a beginner and an intermediate program, and you can actually combine them for a longer program. thejoeyatlas.com. And you get access to the free Fit for Life program. You can do all those videos right at home. You don't need a Sculptabod unit. You don't need much else. You can do all that right at home, and most of it you can even do while traveling or at a hotel or what have you. That's another one of my points. So, right now as we're shooting this, it's about 6:30. So after the shoulder session, I did a little prep for dinner, sketched out what I'm going to talk about here, wrote this up, and by the time we do dinner here, I'm going to go pick up Dara. She's at her friend's house. I'll make dinner for us. Jojo's out with other friends and family for his birthday. So me and Dara will have dinner at about 8 o'clock. You don't see TV here because we're not TV people. Got rid of that years ago. I'm going to cover that in another lesson. Very, very important. Even if you love your TV, you're going to be able to take some golden nuggets away from what I share with you about TV time and what it's doing to your life. Stay tuned for that. And so we'll go into the evening, maybe 9:30ish. I'm going to come back in the gym area here and do maybe a 15-20 minute full body stretch. I'll get on the ball, I'll get on the mat, and that's going to be it. That's a day in the life of living fit. And this is not just about vanity, it's not just about the body. This is for everything on the inside, even more so actually, which takes me to my point here about 47 and physical. 47 years old! If you don't know Sally O'Malley, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put it on the Atlas Candid Camp channel on thejoeyatlas.com, and I'm also going to put a Sally O'Malley YouTube video on the bottom. Yes, it's from TV years ago, but you'll get a kick out of seeing that video, especially in a fitness context, and especially when we're talking about staying young at middle age, okay? So, what do we got here? I do all I need to do at home, which means 80% of it I could do when traveling, hotel, friends' houses, families' houses, playgrounds, when I'm on the road. I don't need a gym, neither do you. I'm not saying gyms are not good and all that. They're great, they come in handy, they serve a good purpose, but I know there are a ton of people that would rather not go to a gym for their fitness. So I'm here to help you, and I'm here to save you time, and I'm here to get rid of all the hassles and obstacles that prevent you from creating a fitness lifestyle. Now, fitness is, again, it's not just about being fit. This is about your health. So what do we got here? I don't know if you saw my Instagram video yesterday, but I had my bandages on here. I came from my blood draw for my annual physical. What does that mean? Well, it means it's the time of year for me to have the doctors check everything to make sure that I'm staying healthy in ways that are not easily visible to the eye, okay? The stats and the numbers on the inside are really what we need to be paying attention to. Sure, it's great to look good on the outside, look good in the mirror, turn some heads, feel confident on the beach, feel confident, when dressing in certain clothes, but what's going on is in the inside is really, really what matters. So, I did my blood draw. My actual physical and reading of the results is a week from tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm actually going to try to video record the results with my doctor so that you could see that too. And my goal is every year to improve my results on my annual physical medical exam. Not to just hope and pray that nothing's wrong and that I just get by and I barely pass, but to improve those numbers. Let that sink in a little bit. Think about that. So I'm going to share mine with you. I'll probably do an extra blog post comparing last year to this year, see how I'm doing, share that with you, try to inspire you, point out some of the important numbers to pay attention to, and then go from there. So that's it. A week from tomorrow, full physical and reading the results. 2 weeks from tomorrow, May 4th, Courageous Kay gets here, visiting from Minnesota, and it's the first time I've had a guest staying at the house here in quite a long time. And she's going to be jumping right into this with me, so we're going to see how we maneuver that and make it all work. We're definitely going to be doing some whiteboarding to share with you how we're getting this together and fitting her into the routine, and I'm fitting into her routine, and how we mesh it together for those 5 or 6 days that she's here. And we're going to be able to teach more lessons in that by sharing that time. that you can use in your life. So, you look at this, let's say you're not doing anything. Either you've never done anything or you haven't done anything for 3 or 4 years and it's getting bad, you know you got to do something. You don't have to do all this tomorrow. Tomorrow, provided you have doctor's clearance, you can pick one thing. Maybe it's going to be a 6 a.m. 20-minute power walk. That's it. Better than zero, okay? Maybe it's going to be a lunchtime walk with a coworker. Maybe it's going to be, after work, taking one of my videos, video number 1, that you can sign up for here for free in the Fit for Life program, and doing that tomorrow morning. Maybe it's several of those put together. Or maybe it's just stretching out a little bit, starting to get in touch and in tune with your physical body, reconnecting your scattered mind with your physical self. Because that's one of the ways that you've let yourself get out of shape and unhealthy, is by letting everything disconnect. You've got to reconnect, you've got to put yourself in touch with you again, you've got to take control, and you have to guide yourself where you want to go. Those are your options. That's it. So, real quick, what I did yesterday looked very similar to this. The only primary difference was the training session. Yesterday's training session was abs and core. Not just the six-pack stuff, the deep core. My back, low back, mid-back, torso, sides, deep, outside, everything. Full core. That took maybe 20-something minutes. And I'll share some of the specifics with that. But let's say you want to do an abs and core session. That's included in the free program. All you got to do is go sign up for the free video series. You'll get that. That's what I did yesterday. Again, not 90 minutes in the gym to a place I had to drive to and then drive back and deal with, all the other people. Short and simple. Super effective is the key. You can do 90 minutes of the wrong thing and it's only going to create problems and frustration. But if you do 20, 30 minutes of the right thing, that's when magic happens. And as you know, nothing I do is difficult. Nothing I do is push, push, push. I'm not all about the no pain, no gain. I'm about gentle, focused, lit fitness. Low intensity interval training. Low intensity. Smart and focused. That's it for today. If you have any questions, post below. I'd love to hear from you, whether it's here on the YouTube channel or here on the Atlas Candid Cam blog. Post below. Send me your questions. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm happy to answer you. See you on the next one.